Fireside Chat.
This is called teleportation. I get serious when I do it. Teleportation, it's the best way to get around. It's the best way to leave the ground. It's the best way to fall without hurting yourself, and nobody understands it, but you better believe it's true. The teleportation will get me away from you. I spend my nights at the laboratory. They say I'm working hard for truth and glory. They don't see that it's a ploy, that this boy, well, he knows there's other fish in the sea, 'cause he proved it scientifically using algorithms, but that's besides the point. And I gotta get away now, and I gotta get away now, and I gotta get away now, and I gotta get away now using teleportation. It's the best way to get around. It's the best way to leave the ground. It's the best way to fall without hurting yourself, and nobody understands it, but you better believe it's true. The teleportation get me away from you. Thank you.
All right, it is now time for the segment 5 Questions for the Band. You got a theme song for that by any chance? It's time for 5 questions for the band. My first question, can you play a theme song?
Well, I know 5 questions for the band. But I also think I know, Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Rock and roll week with you.
I always feel like the Fonz when I turn the fire on. Caveman Fonz. The Fonz had to come from somewhere. That's right. That's true. The end of thought. We're going to write that. That'll be good. Our next full-length film. How long have you guys been a band?
Probably since my dad started teaching me piano when I was 7.
Wow. That's pretty cute.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
20 years.
And so you go by Jesse L.E. because you got a pretty serious last name.
Right. I actually, that decision is pretty recent. I played here a couple times as Jesse Landis-Eigsti, and I was always introduced as Jesse Oh no. It killed the momentum, so I was just like, okay, just the letters.
Can you say it one more time?
Jesse Landis-Eigsti.
Okay, that's cool, because I've been seeing in emails for, months now.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know.
Nope.
It is. All right, next question for the band. What is your favorite place in the entire world?
So,
Besides the Arcade Comedy Theater.
This is a cliched Colorado's answer, but top of Mount Elbert. I mean, not to live, to like spend like half an hour, because you get really nauseous after.
Okay, so it's a real place.
It is a real place, yeah.
Sounds fun. Albert. All my references are going to come from the 70s. Could you say something musically technical that we wouldn't understand?
Yeah. Okay. So when I'm writing a song for myself versus for my band, with the band it doesn't make sense to put nearly as many secondary dominant chords in there because you just want to do that.
No, just because it doesn't layer as well as something more straightforward with fewer key changes, and the secondary dominance is maybe going to give it a bit more of like a, rock musical feel.
Yeah, and it's not as heavy on the angstrums.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, back up on the angstroms when you want to, do your thing.
So Mount Albert.
Yes.
All right, next one. If you had $1 bazillion, what would you buy?
So this is assuming that like charity's out, because that's a boring answer. Because I think I would feel pretty guilty buying my real answer and being like, I don't know, I don't think I could face down someone who's like, oh yeah, that's cool that you bought that.
I want the real answer now.
Okay, the real answer is I would buy an animation studio that animated whatever I told them to animate. I just figured that's like the coolest thing I could possibly think of. And like, you would never have any enemies. You never have any anime enemies, because everyone would be like really afraid to mess with you because you just imagine like someone did something mean to you and suddenly it's theaters everywhere. There's a version of them like being a jackass, and Randy Newman's like saying like you're a jackass. It would destroy you. My own animation studio.
Do you have the first project planned out?
Oh, I've got a list. I don't animate, so I want someone. This would have like a full staff, and I would just be like their dictator.
All right. Well, in the same vein, if you could have any car that's ever been made, what would it be?
Well, sticking with the dated pop culture reference vibe, I would want the DeLorean that can go through time.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Not any old DeLorean.
No.
Time machine DeLorean.
Yes, time machine DeLorean.
Yeah. Well, where would you go first then?
I would go to the French Revolution.
France. You say that like it's obvious, but like what's taking you there?
It's dramatic. It's like you're right there. Now, I would also like want to have like some sort of like really good neck guard. But yeah, just drama and intrigue and
Yeah.
that's the.
I'd bring some vitamins and some Dayquil.
Yeah, for sure. You need to pack well.
And soap.
Yes. Lots of packing involved.
They were not really big on the self-maintenance back then. As a child, did you ever play Yam Hands?
I was no.
Luckily, we brought some yams for you. Do we still have
like this?
any of the items?
I think they fell on the ground.
Oh, there we go. All right, let's set it up here. One there. One there. Okay.
America's.
3, 2, 1, go! Jesse L.E., everybody.